Hello everyone and welcome back to another Beyond the Reason video, and this time we're playing 8v8. We're playing with myself as the top player in this lobby, or from one team at least, Naked Bushman, Foxzone, Miyagi, Drive Impact, Red 667, Bum Sauce and Schrembinger, and we're going up against Foggy, Ingot plus Ultra, the Big Honey, Die Lupa, Muha, Chris, yes, I get Chris, wait, that doesn't sound quite right, and Giza. We're playing on this is not Hyperion Shield. I kind of forgot the name of this map again, like always. But it's the donut map. We're playing front, and we are going 3 max into 2 solar into our first Lazarus. We want to try and eat the middle, of course. As noticing that it was 1.1x and sometimes 1 point. I never noticed that. It looks like it's a bit weirded out. As my lane opponent just the same, is going for his 3 max into 2 solar into his lab, and he boosted out 3 goblins with his Zacharias, so his eating Lazarus bot. I just boosted out 3 ticks, and I will make a mistake here. I am not really looking at
enemy units detected.
at
Aircraft
the front line.
spotted.
I'm just, sending
Units
my con
under
forward,
attack.
and I didn't select my Lazarus first, so my Lazarus will just get sniped. It should get sniped. I actually let it down there, so it doesn't even do anything anymore. But we tried to snipe down the Zacharias with just a single tick, and we just snipe a goblin, and now just keep close to the Zacharias, but I kind of misplay it a little bit here and there, so it's like it gets destroyed, but it could have been way cleaner, as the first few pawns now arrive at the front line as well, ready to go against these goblins. And these pawns will do fine against them, even though the goblins do have a little bit more range, so I have to, be a bit careful to, well, not get out-traded that easily. As the top Ingot is going up against Naked Bushman, as we said, and he's getting a little pushed through. But he's going to walk into the com and a whole bunch of grunts, so he will get shut down or
Commander self-destructed.
held back. As we are back at base, we are expanding our energy production a little bit more, and we're getting our last com out, or I think this will be my last one. Yep, my last one, as these 3 grunts are going to try to get past. Luckily we do have few pawns right here ready to catch, as we do get a nice trade into goblins. We got like 4 goblins for like 2 pawns. I think that's worth it. It's actually even, as another one will just get sniped by the superior range of them, as we do also have a Lazarus right here ready to eat. As I will just start building a sentry. The sentry will stop at least the goblins and a whole bunch of grunts or pawns, but they will just sneak past. I don't really have much units because we dealt with a little grunt push here, so they're still back at base, as I'm keeping I got my 3rd construction bot from the start ready to just pump out units, because we will need to catch this, as the maces have arrived, and they should be able to deal with that good enough. As slowly
Commander
we will
destroyed.
kill them, but it takes a little bit of time. As we arrive at the front, and we're doing fine. We are just walking forward, degunning that turret, as we have the forward position with 3 LTTs, so that's fine, as these 3 grunts are just getting past and sniping a solar. Luckily we do have a turret back at base, so they will just get sniped, please. But I will just send a mace back at base.
Commander
We
destroyed.
do a little com trade. just walking into them because I did have a Lazarus right here, so I can just eat immediately, and I get 5 runs sent to me from my teammate, although they're a little bit less HP, so I need to run for a little bit with them, as now my Maces are finally walking forward. They're still a little grunt, just surviving as I finally send the mace forward, ready to actually kill it after a little while. And now his grave robber and construction bot are here, but there is my maces. We just need to snipe the grave robber and the construction bot. Luckily we do, but just too late as the corpse got eaten. So they got like, I think 50% more metal because I ate half, but the other 1.5 was eaten by the grave robber Foxoon and the construction bot of this Ultra.
Commander,
That's a little
self-destructed.
bit bad, but still doable, as we get a few thugs shared from Foxoon. He's just sharing me units, which is great, honestly. As we are walking forward, ready to grab these maxes again, but Foxoon already took this max. I'm not quite sure if he will share it back, or if he will or not, but it's fine. As we are just repairing all of our units. We do have a few pawns ready to run at them because these are rocket bots, so we just want to run at them with these pawns and just try to do as much damage as possible. So it goes pretty well. And the goblins are just walking straight at us as well, but they can't do much against the maces and third ball or third push, as these few pawns do get great value actually. It really works out, and we have a great position right there. We are still 1v2, as I will just send these pawns straight to the left side, trying to get past, and just move my maces forward again. And we will just cut them in half, trying to get through, or at least do a little bit of decent damage. But you know, we do get 2 kills on the setters again, so that's fine. As we do get the 3.2, Foxoon will get the other 1.7s. He can have them, in my opinion. I didn't really need them, as we do get a few more Lazaruses ready to repair and eat everything we can, as we are in a decent position. We are 1v2 kind of, but we do get constant units from Foxoon, so we are just doing fine. Naked Bushman is going even against Ingot, or it looks like he's going even, as long as he doesn't get all of his units wrecked here, and he's just repairing and eating everything. As we are right now getting shot at from the setters. They don't do that much damage, but they're just a little bit cheaper, so there's a little bit more of them. But luckily our Lazarus is coming to the front, ready to repair and eat everything we can. As we are also going into a vehicle lab, ready to produce some, probably the blitzes, fast run by units, because this map is pretty big. We can probably just run past as I get 7 grunts handed over to me from Foxoon again, which is lovely. As we are just going to the right, just ignore, try to ignore at least a little bit of the army, but it goes a little bit hard. It's a little bit hard, as we do get decent trades, just because the sectors aren't that good against the grunts. And now we can just walk forward ready with their maces. We do get the 3.2 max, which is like the whole point as well. Just denying the 3.2 will give us a whole bunch of an advantage, of course, as he will just try to walk into the line. This will give him a better trades, of course, just because these 4 or 5 thugs aren't shooting back. But now we just walk in, and still back here. These Lazaruses are resurrecting a whole bunch of reclaim. The Grave Robber gets sniped down as well, and we have a whole field of 1.5k reclaim ready to eat. There's also a bit of tier 2 here, though, Sheldons and a fiend, which sucks, but it is doable, as we are now just producing a whole bunch of blitzers ready to, well, you know, ready to get used, as we get a construction bot from the resurrection heap, or pal, I guess. So we just go for a cheeky radar and then go into a few more maxes, as the Sheldons right now are a little bit annoying. You can't do really much about them, so we will just try to walk forward into them, but the Sheldons do have a little bit of too much range, so we can't really do anything about them. We do get to 3.2, we want to deny that as long as possible, and it's fine, we're just, you know, slowly dying, but we can hold out for a little bit longer as we are getting our own tier 2. We are getting the tier 2 Legion, I guess, construction bot, vehicle actually. So we get 13 metal a second. Does this give me less? No, it's in metal extraction and storage, so it should give me like the rest. Do you have tier? You have also tier 2. I'm actually curious. There's also a Legion. I think everyone is Legion who has tier 2. Looks like it. Yep, it looks like it. So I can't really compare right now, which sucks a bit, but it's fine. As Foxhound is building a warden right back here, which I'm not like convinced that's a good idea, but it's fine. As we are slowly dying over here. Just the Sheldons did a whole bunch of damage, and now they've moved over to the other lane just because they get pushed back. But we started eating a whole bunch of this metal, ready to build it into the blitzes and the advanced metal extractors. And so here come the blitzes. We have a whole bunch of blitzes stacked up, about 16, and we are just arriving back at base. He's actually self-destructing his whole base. I mean, fair enough, you do get a little bit of damage, and we do see the Sheldon, so we just walk our blitzes right into them. I was thinking that should be enough, but we do only get one Sheldon, the other just survives, just because I thought they were a little bit less tanky, but they for sure are a bit more tanky. We do get a whole bunch of energy conversion, and we see a whole bunch of advanced solar panels. So we just want to destroy as much as possible, get the advanced metal extractor as well. The twin guard actually is doing pretty well, but he already disconnected. He was done after this. As it's just 1 to 0 HP, which sucks. That's a mistake on my part, for sure. As the third push, or well, the remnants of the army, which is a resurrection from Legion, Thugs, and just Legion, Armada, and Cortex. As we go for the tier 2 lab, the Banshees are coming over, ready to kill the blitzes as well, as we're just having our three blitzes trying to get damage onto the tier 2 lab, but sadly it just gets out repaired right now. We aren't doing enough damage, so these bots will just not be able to kill it. But here comes the army. Our blitz goes down, but now we do have enough ready to, well, please kill it. Yep, there we go. Now we just got the energy production as well, and of course the build power, which is of course the most important. As Naked Bushman gets a pretty, I think it's a pretty decent trade, since he's getting the commander, and now we can just push through without any issues whatsoever. There's still the commander left from the other person that disconnected, as more Banshees are arriving here, ready to destroy the last few mazes. Well, back at base, we are just kindly upgrading our maxes. We need a little bit more energy. We're still on tier 1 solar, so we never went for an advanced solar or anything like that. We're also building construction turrets.
Commander destroyed.
And we do get a whole bunch of a thug army just sent to us from Foxzone again. He's also sending us energy, which is great. We're also building another construction turret right there. So our energy supply is just strained. We just need a little bit more energy. As there we go. We go into an advanced solar, and I will barely have enough. It will take a whole bunch of time unless we get given energy, of course, again, as a whole bunch of banshees actually are going straight over us and going to snipe all of these maxes. And we do not have AA, so this is a little bit annoying, as we do ping it and ask for air. And Foxzone also is pinging and drawing, but it's fine. They've now just idling at the moment, so don't
Commander
think they can
destroyed.
stop us getting pushed by a whole bunch of jaguars. But we are going forward with a whole bunch of thugs and ready to just go and eat. I get 29 units from Foxzone again. Foxzone's actually getting sniped by a whole bunch of banshees, but I went into the missile trucks, whistlers, ready to have a little bit of kind of decent AA. Just the whistle trucks have a little bit of AA we can use. We're also asking for energy just because I need the energy, and we get 3 advanced soldiers from Drive Impact, which is great, which helps our energy situation tremendously immediately. And the few fighters of Drive Impact are here as well as the missile trucks are now finally out, as we do get a whole bunch of fiends, as well as this is a little bit bad. We're just running straight into the commander. We didn't notice, so we are wasting all of our fiends, more or less. But luckily, we do have our blitzes right to the right side, raiding into the territory of the Big Honey, who is the air player. So the banshees are also slowing down. We can't catch up quite nicely. As we are going straight into the LTTs, we will just eat all of our blitzes quite fast. But a few of our blitzes get past, and we blow the conversion. As Jerboys is getting pinged from unit defenses, you are dying, still no units. As of course the whole bunch of thugs, the few fiends, and a whole bunch of grunts are still just going forward. We do get the defensive right there, as we just stack up a little bit of grunts and fiends ready to, well, go in with it all at once instead of one by one, ready to destroy it. We already targeted the build power just because we, of course, need to kill the build power first. That is quite important to do. There we go. We got the build power diffusion as well, but it actually self-destructs. So there's a bigger explosion radius, so it kills his whole base. But also the few units we have. The fusion is online, but it's kind of too late. He has a whole bunch of energy, surplus energy actually. Doesn't even have enough advanced energy converters to deal with all of that energy, just because this gives 3.3k, but it actually is quite close. Never mind. As the thugs of Naked Bushman, grunts also, and my thugs from on the right side are just going straight into the top side of the map. As a few of the hoplites are already online, boosted out from the advanced lab. So of course that is quite nice, as that's a little bit of a mistake. He's shot down the conversion first, which means please, maybe he might even get it if they are distracted. Yep, there we go. It's a decent damage, as the thugs from us right now are going forward as well. We're just trying to ignore the hoplites, but honestly, all of this tier 1 is just eating
Commander
up all
destroyed.
of the hoplites as well. So a whole bunch of wreckers come here. We just go forward and focus fire the fusion, the advanced fusion, and they will actually just get a giant void through, and we win. even though our top side was losing quite hard,
Battle ended.
we were winning luckily through this through the bottom side. This time I didn't really skill much at all. I think this is me. This looks right enough. So we were actually at the bottom side. We were just went into a whole bunch of tier 1 and it worked quite well. Just also as Foxzone, he was decent at scaling. He was giving me a whole bunch of units, and I got a few solars, advanced solars from Bumsauce. I think it was Bumsauce as well. So that's W's again. So we overall it was a pretty fun game. In the middle you can also see the advantage we had. I think it was Drive Impact actually. Drive Impact did have a good eco. He could just afford to give me a few dollars. And I hope you guys like this game. I do have another. This was a pretty fast one. It was just tier 1 and we won through it. This one, I don't know if I want to cover that one. We do have Asker Creek again. It's a pretty long one though, it's 34 minutes. As you can see, I've taken a little bit of a break. This was the 27th of January, February, March, and now we've played a week later on the 4th of April. I can actually just think I'll cover this one. This one's also pretty short, 17 minutes. So overall, it will just get 20 plus 20. So we do get like 40 minutes. So that's fine. That's good. And whereas we're loading in,
Welcome, Commander.
there we go. Let's see. I think we'll start right there. Skip. Skip. It'll take a little bit of time just to load it all in, I guess. I've noticed that sometimes a replay I can just skip immediately, and sometimes I need to wait for a little while. I'm not
Battle
quite sure
started.
why that is, but it's fine. We are again the top player in the lobby. We are going for 2 metal extractors into 3 wins, into our bot lab into 3 more wins. We are playing with myself, Mr. Low, Volkovoy, Joe, Hayden, Sir X, Freak, and Zaidka. And we're going up against Crocat, Space Drunk. Hey, we had him in the last lobby as well, last replay. Araro, Croxy, Reason Nipple, Lola Miz, Sigma, and ATA007. As we do get our first 2 metal extractors and our 3 wins into our first bot lab. We are going to a construction bot, into 3 ticks, into a construction bot, into 5 maces, into another construction bot, into 10 maces, or it should be 10 maces, into another construction bot. I think I've remembered it incorrectly then, but we're going into the first few maces, and we'll try of course to get a stable position right about there, and then my teammates can do this. So I will cover a pretty small position. I didn't play really aggressive this game at all. We have our first 3 ticks out, ready to scout out a little bit of the map. Space Drink is just going forward into a whole bunch of wins, and he does have 2 pounds out, and he's getting his first construction bot out as well. As we are a little bit stalling on energy, so we go into a quick little wins just for a little bit of stable energy income as well, as our first construction bot is actually walking forward, building these maxes, and our second construction bot is scaling a little bit of wind before getting back assigned to the lab, ready to produce a little bit few more units. We do also go for another max. I'm not sure if this is mine actually. I'm not quite sure, but it's fine as we do have our ticks. We I tried to push through, but Crocat was here, so these sticks will get immediately destroyed by Crocat. So I just went back and kept my 2 techs alive, ready to just scout it out a little bit as the first mace arrives at front as well. And my teammate's Zaidka is getting a forward lab already. He already ate his lab. Oh no, never mind. Oh, he did. I was just a little bit confused by the colors, but yeah. Freak is walking forward, and he has a construction mod forward as well. It's the first blitz, and Incisor trade is here. Trying, of course, to get the metal extraction spot, but it is fine as we get our first radar out. So we do see a single unit, and we do get an early LTT ready to just defend a little bit as a fighter is here already getting construction planes with shocks, as it will just slowly get shot down.
Commander self-destructed.
Commander self-destructed, and we go for an early light anti-air tower just because we do not want to get gamed. We do get to finish with our own LTT, luckily, as we do have the first few maces up the front line, and we're just seeing Crocat standing here. So, of course, what we do is just focus fire on him, just edge the LTT tower, and just focus fire. We can see him, so this is fine. And
Commander destroyed.
Early commander kill immediately, which just is great for us. The sticks are assigned to guard a single mace, so they will just walk slowly with them. So we do see a little bit more of the map as we will start to eat a whole bunch of this metal. Quite important, of course, as a few ticks and the rocket bots are here though, getting a good volley on my commander. I want to try and dodge a little bit, but I decide to, well, I've eaten enough, let's just boost out a beamer and just degun the corpse. We do not want to give our enemies any metal at all.
Commander
as the beamer
self-destructed.
gets destroyed by a few stir rockets. Or does he have vision? He does have vision. He has ticks, I assume. I know I don't see ticks. He just has a great vision, which, ooh, this is bad. These few insiders are just getting sniped at Freak without any repercussion whatsoever. Sidecar is doing a pretty good job though, so this is great. As these rocketeers are making my life a little bit hard, but luckily we do have a few maces and we go into an overwatch tower. Space Drunk is, I think, just pumping out rocketeers. Yep, it looks like he is just making rocketeers on repeat. Also, if Centurion is coming up, as we're just holding on. We are like great metal state because I stopped producing a few. I stopped producing maces after like I got 10 to 15. So we're just holding on
destroyed.
and going to skill if we can. And we're going into our first HLT, and we do have great vision, so this will get us great value, just holding on as well. Let's see. See, they will slowly just get whittled down as they go forward into my range. Also going into a gauntlet and just repairing everything we can. This was actually pretty hard, just because these rocketeers aren't getting killed immediately, and they do have just great range, even if they are shooting, you know, onto the high ground. So I just build a little wall, just ready to hold down and go for a early anti-air tower, just because we saw a bombing run come through. As there also was a little pawn push going into the side, but luckily they got stopped right before they could reach us by, of course, my lovely teammate Misalo, who is doing a great job. As this HLTV actually can shoot beamer, so that will get slowly taken down. We do get the beholder, which is great, and the HLTV is slowly getting killed by his HLTV. We do not have the vision, but he does. and he did set targets, which is smart. But we are going into a gauntlet, and
Enemy
probably I'm not
units
even
spotted.
paying attention to the front line, so I didn't even notice the HLTV was dying, and now I do notice, but it's fine as the gauntlet is getting ready to ready and online. We'll immediately shoot the beholder and beamers that are coming up. So we are going with a 6% HP construction bot. We're going into a jammer and a construction turret. Probably should finish the construction turret first, but we do not really have a whole bunch of energy, so we need to look out as Space Rank is trying to just come trade or something. Or I assumed he wanted to come trade, but we're just poking him down. We will not allow him to come even close, as the gauntlet actually gets shot down.
Commander self-destructed.
Or my construction bot gets shot down by my own gauntlet.
Commander
And
destroyed.
luckily, there was a fighter from our Syrex player right on top of the construction or just in front of the commander, which made it so we got vision, so our gauntlet immediately got value out of his shots once again, as we are just finishing up the Sticky Pete and then going into towards the build turret, construction turret. We will repair and repair my commander, but also eat the reclaim, which is on the ground everywhere. Let's look
Your
back.
team reached Tech 2.
I am building 2 beamers just because my front construction turret or bot got killed. We are walking this one forward, ready to put down a few more construction turrets and into the geo.
Commander
We
destroyed.
want to have the geo up and running as soon as possible, as our teammates are
Commander self-destructed.
just expanding on this gap we made. We've got 2 commander kills, which is great for us. One by an early mistake and not really paying attention, and the other just the gauntlet getting value and not allowing him to come trade. So we are eating a whole bunch of metal, and we will get ready to put that into a tier 2. I didn't really do this correctly. I probably shouldn't go into tier 2, just because I will get gifted a tier 2 construction bot pretty soon, and this means I should upgrade my maxes instead of tier 2, and I realized this, but I didn't do the good thing, and that is just stop my my tier 2. I just thought, well, I could now just finish it. I've committed so much resources into it, we can just finish it and we'll be fine. Honestly, that was a mistake on my part, as we are already through all of our metal and it's just 50%. So we do have a little bit of an energy surplus, so we go into a bunch of energy conversion. Probably too much, can't even convert that much, but well, we have to spend our energy. We also set target on the gauntlet onto a single max who already is killed, and Ctrl S doesn't work for some reason, as we do get pinged snipers. There's a single sniper here, there are 2 snipers here, so we are going into or we are walking forward again, and we will start cloaking right about now, and just, you know, keep right about there. We're just holding on. Sigma 187 already called. It's GG. That's their yellow player, I think. No, it isn't. I'm not quite sure. I think this will be. This probably is it. His base is already gone, of course. That would be fair, as we are just holding on for now. Sidecar is actually doing the smart thing and eating his tier 2 because he doesn't need it, and I'm just still committing to it, while also now getting a advanced construction bot pretty soon. Or I should get it pretty soon. I remember it being a little bit late, but fine. See, Scorpion is up, getting a little bit of value. We're just here standing cloaked. We do have our geothermal up and running now as well, so that will power a little bit more energy conversion. as 75%. Honestly, I probably should eat the gauntlet now. We don't use it at the moment. There are still, we can see a whole bunch of dots right there though, so we do want to have the gauntlet. But it might not be needed right now. We also built a tier 1 lab back at base. Just because we know there are snipers, we're just going into tick spam. We also see a whole bunch of Genesis, so we want to waste their shots, of course, as the gauntlet gets to shoot twice before the Genesis are out. And let's see, we're just stable. The ticks are coming in right now, so the Genesis will base their shots, maybe even get a little bit of friendly fire. Doesn't look like they will, but the Persecutor is right here. The Scorpion is doing its job. The Dragon's Maw is getting a little bit of nice and good AoE damage. So I guess we'll just need to repair this. Oh, I got a nice deacon off. That works as well. Please repair it, or okay, yeah, this works. That works. The Scorpion Tower is getting a whole bunch of area now though, which is really great. So these ticks are just running into the doom because of the LTT. There's also a Banshee ready to, well, be annoying more or less, but it doesn't really matter as we do have AA. If it comes a little bit closer, we should be fine. As finally we have our tier 2 up and running, we're also having our tier 2 construction bot back at base, and we're just using all of our construction bots back at base and the construction turrets ready to upgrade all of our maxes, as well as we want to upgrade our geo. Green, I think that's Green, is also wanting to upgrade my geo. I'm curious though, because he has his own geo. I think it probably is a little mistake on his part. Yeah, it looks like it's a mistake on his part. As the sharpshooter are back up here again, we're also going into the metal extractor, stealing that 2.0 just because we can use it. Apologies. As air from red is getting destroyed from a whole bunch of light anti-air and crossbows, so the bombing run actually goes wasted a little bit, not worth it at all. As we are finding a lab right there, Pounders are here ready to do their job, but the Hounds are holding them back quite well. As the sharpshooter is still shooting, but a whole bunch of spam is getting through, a whole bunch of grunts through the Genesis. As well as the ticks, of course. The ticks are still just running over and through. We might, yeah, there's a tick getting a little bit of damage and wasting a Genesis shot. So we are just going back at base and go assign guards to this construction bot as we are scaling our energy.
Commander, self-destructed.
Well. There's another self-destruct actually. That's the third one from wow. Sir's just getting fed a whole bunch of metal ready to scale his economy. It looks like. We also spotted a commander. Hararo's commander was there. We could try to snipe it, but they just have 2 commanders left over, so we should be fine. As now we probably should eat the gauntlet, but we don't need it since we do have a stable metal income right now. We do have our first fusion up and running as well, as we are also converting at a 100%, and we're quite even. We are going into advanced energy converter though, and then into another fusion, into another advanced energy converter, and another fusion ready to scale a little bit better. As well as the construction bot is heading to the front, getting the 2 maxes and then the last geothermal, as our teammate is just running through the look at at green. He's just having tier 1 right back at base, killing, or at least it should kill this. Looks like it's more or less a feed though, but he does get the job done, even though it wasn't the best micro, which of course I can't really criticize that because my micro isn't the best as well. As the top is just completely fallen. Volkovoy is literally at their base. He just walked the whole map from left to the right side. So we are also building a tier 2 lab right at front
Battle
ready to produce a
ended.
little bit more resources, but honestly that wasn't necessary just because our team did that well. As you can see, it was we just scaled, or actually we didn't scale as hard as Freak did over here. Or is that Cyrax? Probably is one of them. Probably Cyrax, just because, let me see. This is, I think this is Cyrax. He has 2 fusions, Turthland coming up. Ooh, he also has 2 fusions. Might actually be... No, I don't think it is. I think it's Cyrax. Not fair. Although he's close by, we actually scaled the most at the end of the match. Probably when our first fusion came up and the geothermal upgrade. Wait, we didn't even upgrade the geothermal yet. So probably the first fusion into powering all of these converters. I'm not quite sure how this quite works, but this is pretty steep in my opinion. It's just boop, like a literal straight up line. So it should be the fusion. It was actually the donut actually project SD129, and we were just now playing on Mescaline V2. We do have another game of Esker Creek which I want to cover, and maybe this sells 1.2, but honestly that wasn't that much of a good game. We also have this one I still want to cover. I will cover these two then next, Esker Creek and Whitefire Remake 1.3. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves watching this video. I did, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.